Bonjour, Maminoe Benesik, Nindajinukas. My name is Gurnoe Soulier, and I'm the chairperson for the Red Cliff Band. Beside me, I have Council Member Brian Bainbridge and Vice Chairman Nathan Gordon.
Thank you for coming.
Red Cliff is a community located on the shores of Gitchigumi in the Buffalo Bay area across from Basswood Island. We're a fishing community, and we are also a sovereign government. Our sovereignty is further strengthened by our treaties, and the proposed bulk sampling efforts and GTac mine are an assault on our treaty rights and our way of life. The actions proposed in GTac's bulk sampling plan impacts the air, water, and the land that we depend on. GTac's reply to asbestiform minerals in its response to the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources comments is flawed. In their due diligence, they respond with a 2007 study on the Mesabi Range in Minnesota, noting that a lack of asbestiform minerals in the geologically similar Mesabi Range. GTac is remiss to include a 1980 U.S. Geological Survey study on the Marquette Range Superior Group in the Gogebic Iron District, which states grunerite, an asbestiform mineral, is abundant in the iron formation at Penokee Gap near Mellon, Wisconsin. A 1999 study in the Proceedings of the National Academies of Science indicates that long-term exposure to grunerite increases risk of lung cancer and mesothelioma. GTac's current bulk sampling plan is an attack on the air we all breathe. Water is sacred to the people, to our people. It is a lifeblood of our very existence. We depend on it for our livelihood, for the food we feed our children, and to sustain the Anishinaabe way of life. Nowhere in GTac's bulk sampling plan or in the DNR's comments does it take into account the Bad River Band of Lake Superior Chippewa's water quality standards, which are recognized by the U.S. EPA under treatment as a state. We're all aware of the loophole that does not mandate mining companies to do a chemical analysis on the surrounding non-ore body rock materials. This non-ore body rock material will be used as the backfill for these bulk sampling sites. Over time, the sulfates in the backfill will oxidize and then be exposed to water, allowing sulfuric acid to leach into the groundwater or drain directly into the Bad River watershed. The most glaring omission from both GTac's bulk sampling plan and the DNR's comments are impacts on Anishinaabe culture and archaeological sites. The Penokee Hills are where our ancestors lived and died. There are an abundance of sites within the Penokee Hills that are culturally important to us as a people. To this day, camps are held to teach our youth about our traditions and cultural practices throughout the Penokee Hills. Our culture and traditions are what tie us to our past. The Penokee Hills are intertwined into our past, present, and future. And in closing, I just want to say that every morning I wake up and I look forward to that glass of water that I drink out of our faucet in Red Cliff. And I think to myself that we have the best water in the world. And I've traveled a lot, all over the world. And I've drank the water of the faucet in hotels and everything. And I dread the day when our children cannot say the same thing that